Hello, I'm Savannah Walters, and I will be presenting my portfolio today. My first project, Drops of Honey, was a playroom for autistic children. For this project, I needed to consider the children's individual needs, as each child has different abilities and sensitivities. I paid special attention to the lighting, acoustics, texture, and organization of the space. I also wanted the surfaces to be easily sanitized. I used clean lines in the mid-century style furniture and used a soft color palette with blue, green, and yellow. On this floor plan, the main entrance is at the top beside the private study desks. Across from the entrance, there are honeycomb cubbies for storage. The children's group tables are in the top left with a circle rug and bookcase below. In the bottom left, there is a beehive, which provides privacy to children who need space away from others. In the bottom right, there is a child-sized play kitchen. The teacher's desk is in the center of the room. Here is the reflected ceiling plan, which shows the arrangement of the acoustic tiles and the lights centered behind them. The idea here is to diffuse the light between the tiles to prevent glare, which is irritating to some children. The acoustic panels also help minimize noises in the room. This section shows two private desks which help children to focus. There are also two group tables, one with 6 chairs and another with 4. Here's a section showing the teacher's desk and the bookcase for storage. On the opposite side of the wall is a tactile schedule which children use to structure their day. Across from that, also hidden from view, is the restroom. The bookcase and round rug allow the teacher to read aloud and provide instruction. The windows are covered to reduce glare and distractions from outside. Wood furniture provides warmth and texture to the space and strengthens the room's connection to nature, which helps reduce stress. On the right side, you can see the beehive, which provides comfort, privacy, and security to a child when stressed or angry. Here is a closer view of the teacher's desk and art supply storage. In the bottom right corner, you can see the blue upholstery of the window seat, which provides storage underneath it. This rendering shows the acoustic ceiling tiles and how the light will diffuse through the spaces between the tiles. You can also see the honeycomb cubbies for the children's backpacks. This board shows how everything fits together. In the center are 3 samples, the right being the wood for the flooring and the teacher's wall, and the blue swatches the paint for the drywall. The yellow swatch is the color of the acoustic tiles. My next project is a duplex residence for the Heydrich family. The Heydrich family consists of Mr. and Mrs. Heydrich, who will occupy half of the duplex, as well as their son and his wife, and their son, who will occupy the other half. The residences needed to feel spacious and accommodate a wheelchair, as the grandparents intended to age in place. They also requested storage and accessible bathrooms. The younger family, whose request on the right side of the board, included a visitable bathroom and asked that Connor's size and maturity were considered in my plans. This board shows my process work determining the arrangement of rooms and how close rooms would need to be to each other. I decided that part of each residence should be more private and another zone would be more public and open to guests and friends. While brainstorming, I felt like the family needed a space that was comfortable and respected their cherished belongings. I also wanted to provide space for Connor to visit his grandparents and create memories with them. Because Mrs. Heydrich enjoyed baking, I focused on making it usable for multiple people. These prototypical sketches show versions of the kitchen layout and work triangles. The bottom left is Connor's bed, which has drawers for storage on the side and a desk at the foot of the bed. The remaining 2 are of closet configurations. This plan labels dimensions and shows 5-foot turnaround clearances throughout the grandparents' residence. The kitchen island and dining table are arranged in a racetrack design to provide more opportunities for a wheelchair user to turn around. These annotations note many features, particularly in the kitchen. In the bottom right, you can see the dashed lines of the 3-foot cleared counter space for a work zone for a wheelchaired user. All of the accessible or visitable bathrooms have grab bars shown. This plan shows how the space would appear if finishes and materials were applied. The grandparents' side uses classic and traditional options, while the younger family on the right side favors bolder and more youthful selections. This rendering shows the 9-inch toe kicks, which better accommodate wheelchairs. You can also see the 2 sinks and the lowered countertops. The kitchen will feature white tile backsplash and white marble countertops. The lever-handled faucet is in oil-rubbed bronze, and the oven and refrigerator have French doors which are universally designed. The cooktop controls are placed at the front to prevent burns and are easier to reach. The cabinetry uses pull handles instead of knobs as they are easier to grip. The selections on this board are for the dining and living space. The pendant hangs above the dining table and the sconces are mounted on the walls. The dining chairs are upholstered in a blue-green textile and the sofa will be using a dark blue fabric. The blue and white textile is for the custom pillows. The golden tan wallpaper has a texture to increase the luxurious atmosphere of the residence. The Dutch master sink takes inspiration from classic Dutch painters and ties in well with Mrs. Heydrich's love for timeless beauty. The master bed is upholstered in a brown and cream textile right below it, and a traditional style nightstand is used on each side of the bed. This is a project completed for a studio art class. It used triangles that are measured using the Fibonacci sequence to grow over time. The pattern adds 2 numbers to produce the third number, so 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, and so on. Triangles of the same size use the same color and become more red-toned or pink as the size increases. Because I had frequently seen the sequence create a flat spiral, I wanted to create a 3-dimensional spiral that resulted in a pyramidal form. Thank you so much for reviewing my portfolio today. If you want to see more of my work, please visit my website at joyfulandblonde.wixsite.com/design. Feel free to contact me at my email sjwalters@email.meredith.edu. Thanks!